Now some people actually believe that if a Christian misses the rapture, and still lives of course, that they'll get a second chance. I was horrified when I first heard that about 9 years ago. I could hardly believe it. Second chance? Well, I'm going to prove to you there'll be no second chance. Daniel 9, verse 24. 70 years are decreed about your people, Daniel, Israel, and your holy city, Jerusalem, to finish the transgression, to seal up or put an end to sin, and to atone for iniquity. Doesn't that apply to the cross of Christ? I think everybody has to agree about that. That's about the cross of Christ. That's why the 70 weeks are given. That's the subject, the first part of the subject. The second bit is to bring in everlasting righteousness. That can only come in through believing in Romans chapter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Can't it? To seal both vision and prophet. What does that mean? When the 70 weeks are up, no more prophetic word in the Old Testament in relation to Israel remains to be fulfilled. Now, isn't that what it means? Can't mean anything else. To seal up. In other words, all the prophecies of the Old Testament about Israel, let's say they're put in a folder, sealed. Why are they sealed? They've been fulfilled. They are sealed when they are fulfilled. When are they fulfilled? At the end of 70 weeks, or 490 years, which is literal. They're finished. They're sealed. No more. Why are they sealed? They've all been fulfilled. No more to remain to be fulfilled. So all these prophecies of the Old Testament that people are bringing up falsely, I might say, to prove a millennium, to prove the Great Tribulation, to prove 1,000 reign by Christ, to prove all the things that they get out of the book of Revelation, to prove what Hosea says, what Isaiah says, what Jeremiah says, what Ezekiel says, what Daniel says, what Moses says, what David says. All finished, all fulfilled. Even Jesus said that they prophesied until John the Baptist. So all these people who are going to the book of Hosea to prove we're in the end time with the birds and animals, with the birds falling from the sky all over the world, you're off whack. We need to look at these verses. And all those people who say Daniel 12 has yet to be fulfilled, no, it's sealed up. It was sealed up in AD 70 when the 70 weeks ended. There's no gap here. No gap. You know why there could never be a gap? For one thing, the nation of Israel finished. The people of Israel finished. The people of God of the Old Testament finished. There can be no gap because they don't exist. The people in Israel today are Khazars. They don't follow the Old Testament. They're praying falsely at the Wailing Wall. They're following the Kabbalah. That is fact. So when we look at these verses, we have to say, how could there be a second chance in the millennium? There'll be no millennium, so there's no second chance. You see, these people think, I backslid. I'm not following Christ. Oh, thank God. Even though all these believers have gone back to heaven, there's still a chance for me. They're coming back again in 7 years. Hope I live 7 years, because then they'll be preaching another gospel. Oh yeah, I believe that one. Because to believe that one, oh, that's wonderful. It means I travel up to Israel every year for all the feasts. Yeah, that'll be good. I'll get on an airplane and have a trip. Wonderful. That's the scenario. The Old Testament came in with faith in a future Christ. The sacrifices of blood were about the future Christ, about the cross of Christ, about the resurrection, about sanctification and righteousness. They were about the future kingdom of God, the future kingdom of Christ. And we see also that, as we have read, it brought in another gospel